Bonjour! When we did something recently on idioms, you found it quite a useful way to feel like you were speaking French like a real native. So today we're going to do some slang words, some of the words that you might not learn in a textbook, but words that are used on a very regular basis in France. I hope you enjoy it. Let's start off with this one. So you will have learnt a man to be un homme. But what you'll often hear over here in France is instead of un homme, you'll hear un mec. Un mec. Un mec is like we would say a bloke in British English, or maybe a guy in American English. Un mec. Un mec. If you're looking for a thing, a thingy, a thing, you could call it un truc. Un truc. If you looked up the word for a thing, it would say une chose. But un truc is the more informal way of saying it. Un truc. And un truc is a really useful little word to know if you can't think of the actual word for something. You want to try and talk around it. You want to say, oh, you know, it's the thing to do such and such, or I'm looking for the thing to do such and such. Then un truc is a good word for that. You also use it when you want to say it's not my thing. You know, it might be that somebody says, "Oh, do you want to come and play golf today?" And you might say, "Non, c'est pas mon truc. C'est pas mon truc. It's not my thing." Next one, to talk about work, we would know the word le travail. Le travail is the kind of normal formal word for work, but often French people will say le boulot. Le boulot. Le boulot is another word for work. Boulot. Boulot. Les amis or les copains. Two common words for friends, but the more slang version of it is les potes. Les potes. Mes potes is my friends. Les potes, friends. This is a word that's used quite a lot over here as well. So instead of saying something's parfait, mean perfect, you might say nickel. Nickel. If something's nickel, it's great, it's perfect, spot on. Nickel. Nickel. And the last one, we've seen this in a video before, bof. Bof is the equivalent of kind of meh. You're just kind of a bit indifferent, it's not that great. It's that kind of noise, bof. And sometimes they say it twice, bof, 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 bof. It needs to be accompanied with this little shrug, this bof. Okay, little quiz to see what you've remembered then. So someone says to you, j'ai trouvé un truc bizarre dans le jardin. What have they found in the garden? Have they found a weird man? Have they found a weird truck? Or have they found a weird thing? Yeah, the answer is a weird thing. Un truc bizarre is a weird thing. Okay, someone says to you, mon mari est au boulot ce matin. Mon mari est au boulot ce matin. Where is their husband this morning? Do you think he's at work? Is he at his friend's house? Is he somewhere being annoyed? The answer is at work. Au boulot. The next one, someone says to you, il y a un mec à la porte. Il y a un mec à la porte. Who is at the door? Is it a mechanic? Is it a bloke, a guy at the door? Or is it a policeman? The answer is B, a bloke or a guy. And someone says to you, oh oui, nickel. Are they happy with the situation? Are they annoyed with the situation? Or are they someone who likes metal? I suppose it could be C, but normally it would mean that it is A, that they're happy with the situation, they're saying perfect, spot on. And the last one, you ask someone what they thought of the new James Bonne film and they answer, bof. Did they love the film? Did they feel a bit indifferent to the film? Or did they hate the film? And the answer is B, they felt a bit indifferent to the film. So if you found that useful and you want to learn those words, you can download this little vocabulary sheet with a little quiz on it if you click on the link in the description below this video, and it'll take you to my website where you can find that and download it for free. Okay, enjoy using those new words. À la semaine prochaine!